Hi everyone, so hopefully it's not too noisy because there's a bit of work going on in the background here, but I just wanted to come on and talk about something today, and it's about how even starting. This is mainly aimed at women. That is my niche, but everyone needs to know really. And I just wanted to come on and say that my biggest tip, if you are in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, is to start tracking your cycle. Whether you do that via a free app, whether you do it by a paid app, whether you do it in a diary, but start tracking your cycle. If you've got an iPhone, you can do it on the health part of the iPhone, but start tracking it, tracking how your moods are in the lead up to it, checking what symptoms you have, checking how the body feels physically, checking how you feel emotionally, and checking in with your body as well, and also checking the length of your cycle. And I kind of wish I would have done this when I was in my teens and my 20s. I wish I would have tracked it more, but since I got into my 30s, it's been something that I've definitely done, and I would definitely recommend doing it. It might sound like a big chore, but it's not. It's just tracking, if you find that certain things come up, if certain things triggered you, if certain foods triggered you, certain times of the month, and start listening to your body and getting in tune with your body, knowing what it's saying. We all know that periods are a natural thing that most people are having, but it's nice to be able to tailor our training, tailor how our body feels, and knowing when we need to rest and just allow our bodies to just be as they are. So by tracking your cycle, you'll get to know your body, you'll get more in tune with your body, you'll get to know what times of the month you can do certain workouts, if you need to sleep more, if you need to rest more, days when you feel stronger, and you'll soon get into a pattern of getting to know your body a bit more. Why do we do this? Because the more you get to know your body and the more that you're in tune with your body, as you start to get older and hormones start to change and cycles start to change, and then we get into anywhere from 35 upwards, going into our 40s, early 40s, we're starting to go into that pre-menopause, perimenopause state. And the more we can track our cycle and the more we've listened to our body, the more we understand the signals our body's giving us. We know how we feel physically, we know how we feel mentally, we know things that we can do to make us feel good, we know to avoid the things that don't. The more we can remove them stresses from our lives, then moving up, and as we get older, so if you're in your late 30s now going into 40s, this is gold, just being able to do this, because you'll know your body. As we start to go from 35, our hormones are starting to change. We're going to start, our estrogen's going to start to go down, and then as we get into perimenopause and menopause, there's a whole host of things as well where there's massive changes and shifts in hormones which can massively affect the body. Now, back when I was in my teens and 20s, I didn't give this a second thought. I was like, oh my god, menopause is ages away. I'm 40 next year, and this has got me really thinking, and it's got me really listening to what my body wants more. It's got me changing how I train, how I see about rest days. Rest days to me, I used to be like, I'm not resting, girl, you messing. Now rest days are my favourite days. I'm more in tune now with my body, of knowing what it wants and when it wants it, when I can train and what I can do. We don't have to look the way we did in our 20s. We're not meant to. We're growing, our body's evolving, our body's changing, we're going through hormonal changes, lots of different things are happening. Maybe we're not meant to train the way we did in our 20s, but surely that's okay because we're not in our 20s anymore. And I think we so much we focus on, I used to be able to do this and I used to be able to do that. And I remember I used to teach 25 to 30 classes a week. If I tried to do that now, I would die. But I'm listening to my body. I train differently now. I look after it, I make sure it does different things. Whereas before, rest, I would have been like, you kidding? So if you're watching this and you're in your teens or your 20s, take it from me. Start doing these things now. Start tuning into the body. Start listening to what the body wants. Start being aware of what the body is doing. What is it saying? It's the days when you need to rest, listen to what the body is saying. Rest is seen as such a negative thing, but it's a massive part of the whole wellness thing. So start tracking your cycles, biggest tips, and stop, if you're in your 30s and your 40s, your 50s, stop thinking that your body's meant to act and look like it did 20, 30 years ago, because it's not. And that's not a negative thing. We're growing, we're evolving, and it's about embracing the path that we're in now. And this is a massive follow-on from a video that I done yesterday. But I just really wanted to say that it's a way of self-care, is tracking cycles, tracking hormones, tracking moods, tracking triggers with food, tracking things that work for you. We're all, even though there's the generalizations of things that work, we're all completely different. We're all genetically made different. We're all anatomically made different. We're all going to be going through things at different stages. Everyone's cycle is different. Everyone experiences different periods. Everyone's menopause is different, and it's unique to you. But the main thing is to start tracking your cycle now. Do it now. You can do it on paper, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Start tracking it, start listening to your body and noticing times of the month, times of the week, times of the day when you might feel fatigue, stress, or the times that you've got more energy, and you'll start to notice a pattern, and you'll be able to tailor your life around that, your training, things that you do, and how you affect. And then talking to those close to you, talking to your partners, your kids, your friends, your family, your colleagues, and letting them know these things. You know, this should be an open conversation. This is a natural part, especially for women, a natural part of going from cycle stopping into menopause. It's naturally happens, and we should be speaking about it a lot more and bringing it in, and not being ashamed to talk about things that are going on that happen, and that happen to everyone. So yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. I'm sat in the sun just before my next class, and I thought I just need to do this video, but it's a bit noisy. But yeah, hopefully that's made sense. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you're watching this, and if anyone needs any help, let me know. Keep checking on the page. I'm going to be posting loads more about women's hormonal health as we come up, and if anyone needs to have a chat, just drop me a message. See you later.